Hello everyone, this is a story called The Khon Crown. So grab your teas, grab your coffees, and enjoy. In the sweltering heart of Ayutthaya, where the ruins whispered stories of forgotten kings and lost souls, there lived a young woman named Nari. Nari was a Khon dancer trained in the sacred and ancient art of mask Thai performance. Her grace on stage was mesmerizing. Her fingers curved like lotus petals, her eyes sharp and haunting beneath the delicate golden crown. Chada, a traditional headpiece worn by Khon dancers. One rainy evening, after a performance at a temple festival, an elderly woman approached Nadi. Her skin was like dried banana leaves, and her eyes were cloudy with cataracts. She held out an ornate crown, even more elaborate than any Nari has seen.
This crown belonged to Nang Hom.
The old woman croaked.
She was the greatest dancer in Siam before she was murdered. Wear it and you will become her.
Nari, both flattered and curious, accepted the crown. It shimmered in the dim temple light, its spires tall and etched with strange carvings, not just floral patterns, but faces, twisted and screaming. That night, Nari placed the crown on her head before her mirror. The moment it touched her scalp, her vision darkened. The reflection in the mirror flickered. Her face twisted, becoming older, gaunt, with kohl-ringed eyes and a red, bleeding smile. She tore off the crown, panting, but when she looked around, she was not in her room anymore. She stood in a crumbling dance hall lit by candlelight. Rows and rows of rotten corpses, dressed in Khon costumes, sat silently as if watching a performance. Then a whisper, "Dance, dance or die." Her body moved against her will, limbs jerking and snapping into impossible positions. Her bones cracked with each elegant pose. Blood dripping from her torn fingers as she performed the forbidden gestures. She woke up the next morning on the temple steps, barefoot and her costumes shredded. The crown, however, lay beside her, untouched. Over the next few days, the dreams continued. Each time, the dance hall filled with more shadows. Some began to whisper her name. Nari, Nari, Nari. Others wept, pointing at her crown. That's when she saw her. Nang Hom. She saw Nang Hom among them. Her face was a mask of vengeance. Desperate, Nari returned to the temple to return the crown. But the old woman was gone, and no one remembered seeing her. So she threw the crown into the river. However, the next morning, it appeared next to her, dry and pristine. One festival night, she performed at the Grand Palace. As she wore the cursed crown for the last time, the audience, hundreds of them, stood still. Their eyes were vacant and their mouths agape. The music slowed to a funeral dirge. When she bowed at the end, her neck snapped with the final movement. She crumbled mid-stage, and the crown rolling into the dark shadows. They buried her in her dance costume, but the crown, it vanished. They say if you find a chada crown with tiny screaming faces carved into its gold, do not wear it. Nang Hom still searches for someone to finish her last cursed dance.